Let's get right into it. Number 10. The seatbelt's slow retreat. You're trying to close your car door, but your seatbelt is hanging out like it's trying to escape. The mechanic sees this and gets that dollar sign in the eyes look. Oh, that's a serious safety issue. You'll need a whole new seatbelt mechanism. That'll be $500. But your seatbelt has probably been collecting more dirt than your ex's Instagram stories. Years of skin oils, soda spills, and whatever that mysterious stain is from 2019 that has turned your seatbelt into a sticky mess. The retraction mechanism isn't broken. It's just trying to pull back a belt that's about as smooth as sandpaper. Grab some mild soap and warm water. Pull the belt all the way out, clamp it so it doesn't retract, and clean both sides with your soapy solution. Let it dry completely unless you want your car to smell like a wet dog for a week. Once it's dry, the belt should slide back smoother than ever. Total cost is about $5 for soap if you're feeling fancy. Number 9. The headlight's eternal slumber. Your headlight dies and you take it to the mechanic. He looks at it with a serious face, scratches his chin, and says, "Yep, that's going to be $500. According to him, you need a whole new headlight assembly because your car has developed a rare electrical disease. That's like throwing away your lamp because the light bulb died. A new headlight bulb costs about $10 at any auto parts store, and replacing it is usually as simple as opening your hood and twisting the old one out. Some mechanics will try to scare you with talk about complex wiring and electrical systems. Most cars have a little access panel right behind the headlight. You pop it open, twist the old bulb out, and pop the new one in. Just don't touch the glass part of the new bulb with your bare hands. The oils from your skin can cause it to burn out early. Use a paper towel or wear gloves, unless you enjoy giving mechanics your money. Number 8. The blower motor's silence. It's the middle of summer. You're sweating like a snowman in a sauna, and you hit that AC button expecting sweet relief, but nothing happens. No whoosh of air, no blessed coolness, just silence. Or maybe the fan only works on the highest setting. You roll into the shop, and the mechanic greets you with an estimate that makes your wallet cry. $500 for a new blower motor assembly. But there's a tiny part that could save you hundreds. It's called the blower motor resistor. It's basically the dimmer switch for your car's fan. This thing costs about $15 at any auto parts store, and replacing it is easier than making instant ramen. You'll usually find it right behind your glove box, held in by just a couple of screws and one electrical connector. If your blower only works on the highest setting, that's your resistor screaming, "Replace me," in car language. Number 7. The Greasy Grime. So your car's running rough, and the mechanic says you need a $500 fix for oil leaks, but it might just be a tiny valve that costs less than a pack of gum. It's called the PCV valve, and it's basically your engine's nose for breathing out nasty fumes. When this little guy gets clogged up with gunk, your engine starts acting like it has a bad cold. You'll notice oil leaks, rough idling, and maybe even some weird whistling noises. The mechanic will give you a fancy diagnosis with big words and a bigger bill, but fixing it is literally like pulling out a loose tooth. You just locate the valve, give it a twist, and pop it out. A new one costs about $5 at any auto parts store. If you can plug in a USB cable, you can do this. Just push the new valve in until it clicks. Give the old one a shake. If it doesn't rattle at all, it was super clogged. If your car has over 50,000 miles on it, just change it anyway. It's $5. Number 6. The Sputtering Spell. Your car starts acting like it's possessed. One day it's running fine, then suddenly it's coughing and sputtering like it's trying to speak in tongues. You take it to the mechanic, and they hit you with the classic, "Your fuel system needs a complete overhaul." That'll be $500, thank you very much. 9 times out of 10, this demonic possession is just your mass airflow sensor having a meltdown. This little sensor tells your car's computer how much air is going into the engine. When it gets dirty, it starts lying to your computer like a teenager making excuses for missing curfew. The fix is a $10 can of mass airflow sensor cleaner from any auto parts store. You pop open your hood, find the sensor, unplug it, give it a few sprays, wait 15 minutes, plug it back in. Demon exorcised. You don't need to be a car wizard to do this. If you can use hairspray, you can use MAF cleaner. Just don't use actual hairspray. That would be bad. Number 5. The engine's asthma attack. Your car's acting like it just ran a marathon in a dust storm. It's wheezing, struggling to accelerate, and drinking gas like it's at an all-you-can-drink buffet. You roll into the shop, and the mechanic greets you with that, "Well, sir," followed by a dramatic pause and an estimate for $500 to $800. Your engine might just need its version of a tissue to blow its nose. I'm talking about the air filter, that rectangular box of folded paper that keeps your engine from inhaling bugs and dirt. Try running with a pillow pressed against your face. That's basically what your engine feels like with a clogged air filter. Replacing it is easier than making a sandwich. Pop the hood, look for a big black rectangular box with a few clips on it. Unclip it, take out the old filter, try not to gag at the amount of dead bugs, and pop in the new one. Total cost is about $15. Total time is 5 minutes. Number 4. The rattling heat shield. You're driving down the road and suddenly your car starts making this weird rattling noise. It sounds like you've got a skeleton doing the cha-cha under your car. The mechanic takes one look and says, "Oh yeah, that's gonna be $500 to fix your exhaust system." But what they're not telling you is that a huge percentage of the time, it's just your heat shield throwing a little tantrum. The heat shield is just a thin piece of metal that protects other parts from your exhaust's heat. Over time, the bolts holding it get rusty and loose, and that's when the dancing skeleton noise starts. You can fix this with about $5 worth of hose clamps from any auto parts store. Just slide a couple of hose clamps around the heat shield and the exhaust pipe, tighten them up, and no more skeleton dance party under your car. If you're going to crawl under your car, make sure it's properly supported on jack stands. Safety first. Number 3. Stuck in park. Imagine this. You're running late for work, jump in your car, and the shifter won't budge from park. So you call a mechanic, and they start throwing around fancy words like shift interlock solenoid failure. They tell you it'll cost about $500 to fix. But here's the thing. About half the time, it's just a blown fuse. The shift interlock is a safety feature that keeps your car from shifting unless your foot is on the brake. When the fuse blows, your car thinks the brake isn't being pressed. Pop open your fuse box. Look for the fuse labeled shift lock or interlock. If it's blown, just pop in a new one for about $1. And if you're really stuck and need to get moving right now, most cars have a secret override. Look for a small covered hole near your shifter. Pop that cover off, stick your key in there, and you're unstuck. Just remember to actually fix the problem later. Number 2. The battery terminal haunting. Your car's dead in the driveway, refusing to start like a stubborn toddler at bedtime. You call the mechanic, and they hit you with the classic, "You need a new starter and a new battery." That'll be $500 plus labor. But first, pop your hood and take a look at your battery terminals. That crusty greenish white stuff growing on there is corrosion, and it's basically kryptonite for your car's electrical system. This nasty stuff builds up over time and blocks the electricity from flowing properly. Grab a wire brush from any auto parts store. It'll cost you about $3. Disconnect the battery, negative terminal first, unless you want to star in your own light show. Now scrub those terminals like they owe you money. Reconnect everything. Positive terminal first this time, and try starting your car. 9 times out of 10, it'll fire right up like nothing ever happened. Number 1. The check engine phantom. So you're driving along when suddenly that dreaded orange light pops up on your dashboard. Your heart sinks. You take it to the shop, and they hit you with that classic line, "Well, we'll need to run some diagnostics." Translation: we're about to charge you $150 to plug in a computer, but up to 10% of all check engine lights are triggered by something so simple, it's almost embarrassing. Your gas cap isn't tight enough. That tiny piece of plastic you never think about is the automotive equivalent of a drama queen. If you don't give it that satisfying click, click, click after filling up, it throws a full-blown tantrum on your dashboard. The mechanic will happily charge you for this complex diagnostic service. You could fix it yourself for exactly $0 and approximately 3 seconds of your time. Even if your gas cap is actually broken, a new one costs about $15. So next time that light comes on, before you panic, check your gas cap first. Give it those 3 satisfying clicks. You might just save yourself $500. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.